ABCD. Am I audible to call you? जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार बंधु।
सौरभ खन्ना जी भी आ गए।
भगवान ने जिसको हमसे आगे कर दिया है, मतलब अनुभव में और हर चीज में, तो उसके साथ तो वो सम्मान साथ ही जाएगा। ये हम लोग अर्न करते हैं, ये कोई कमांड या डिमांड नहीं करते।
बिल्कुल सही बात है सर। पॉइंट इज कि the respect has to be from within, from the heart, and of course words do the advertisement, words make it visible.
सर आज सिनेरियो ऐसा है कि जी मेरी बैंडविड्थ में कुछ तो इशू है। यू गाइस प्लीज कैरी ऑन। सो टुडेज स्पीकर फॉर अस इज दीपांकर पराशर। दीपांकर पराशर इज, जब तक मैं बोल पा रहा हूँ, लेट मी जस्ट स्पीक। दीपांकर इज एन ऑसम पर्सन, अ वेरी पैशनेट बाइकर। वो जितना बीवी के साथ प्यार करते हैं उससे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा अपनी बाइक के साथ प्यार करते हैं। अगर उनको बाइक के साथ में डेजर्ट में रहने का चांस मिलेगा तो ही विल प्रेफर दैट ओवर स्टेइंग विद हिज वाइफ इन अ कोजी रूम एवर। ओके, हैविंग सेड दिस, an ISB graduate from Khalsa, Delhi graduate, and has been an international logistics person for a very long time. Okay, on top of it, a true blue Punjabi, pretty straightforward, ज्यादा नखरे इधर उधर नहीं करते। नहीं पसंद आया, नहीं पसंद आया, पसंद आया तो वाह वाह। ओके, एंड आई एम फॉर्चुनेट इनफ कि जी पसंद वाली कैटेगरी में हूँ। अभी तक दूसरी कैटेगरी में गया नहीं। ओके, हैविंग सेड दैट, आई इनवाइट दीपांकर टू प्लीज कम एंड शेयर विद अस व्हाट FTWZ means. So FTWZ अंग्रेजी is free trade
warehousing zone.
Okay. Now, जितनी थोड़ी बहुत अंग्रेजी मेरे को आती है, with change in technology, with change in infrastructure, and with the ever changing modes of transport, logistics has been changing a lot. तो वो पहले 1L क्या होता था, 1 2 3 4 कहीं तो खोल गई। So let him share more about it. Okay, so Dipankar, all yours.
Yeah, thank you sir, and thank you for a very nice introduction. अच्छा हुआ आपकी बैंडविड्थ थोड़ी कम हो गई थी सही टाइम पे, कि जिन चीजों ने एडिट होना तो अपने आप हो गई। और मेरी भी आज किस्मत ऐसी देखो कि मैं भी रोज ऑफिस में होता हूँ, और आज जब ये बोला तो मैं घर से वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहा हूँ आज, तो इसलिए मैंने वॉल्यूम थोड़ी दबा दी थी उस बात पे। बट हैविंग सेड दैट, उसका हर शब्द आपने एकदम सही कहा। As a matter of fact, this Thursday, we thought of going to Jaipur We four guys were riding to Jaipur. The only difference was that we cancelled it now because of certain precautionary measures that we have to take right now. So having said that, sir, I am from a domain of freight forwarding. Freight forwarding is nothing, it's a very simple English word, freight and forwarding. Freight matlab cargo, कोई भी सामान, और forwarding मतलब उसको आगे करना या पीछे करना, या मतलब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह भेजना. So basically, freight forwarding was a very new term to our Indian economy in 1991. It started when we opened up the international borders, international business, and emails become very prominent and everything. So 1991 was the year when freight forwarding, जब कार्गो कैरियर्स या जो ये फ्रेट कैरियर्स होते थे वो फ्रेट फॉरवर्डर्स के नाम से थोड़े से प्रसिद्ध हो गए, और international global companies started looking towards India during those days. From those days, rather, not during those days, from those days. And nobody, including, I was very young that time. Not anybody, even my boss's boss, my super bosses could think that India will become such a huge in demand for this logistics and international forwarding sector. So having said that, when I'm saying 91 and today we are in 2020, in 91, I mean, of course, I was not in this industry in 91, but when I joined this industry, that was in 96, 97, when I graduated and everything I completed and came. That time, in Connaught Place was our office, in a building called Hansalia Building, corner of Tolstoy Mark, and we had about 11 freight forwarding companies in Connaught Place. 11 में से 3 local थी और 8 multinational आ गई थी 91 onwards. Today, I will just cut the long story short. Today, our office is at Mahipalpur because it has become a freight village. And in Mahipalpur, we have 1276 companies. Only in Mahipalpur. And if I give you the figure of Delhi, you can imagine what it would be. Easily, small and big, all sizes milake, anything between 35 to 40,000 companies. And we are talking India is again a massive number. So this is the kind of a quantum this industry has grown, but this industry doesn't grow by its own self. This industry requires a buyer and a seller, because we are always a bridge in between the buyer and the seller who transport the cargo. If for example, Ravinder ji requires certain commodities to come from A place to B place, it could be domestic, it could be international, and has to deliver to Atulji's place, office or home. So he requires a guy who would be doing it. He requires a company basically who would be doing it. That company is nothing less but a cargo or a freight carrier, which when touch the international borders, they become international freight forwarders. So this is how our industry got developed in India after 91 onwards. Companies, हमारे Indian companies हैं जो 1942 से शुरू हुई हैं. कुछ हैं हमारी companies, यहाँ पे 3-4 companies हैं. Those who started in 1941 and even earlier during British era. And they are still surviving and they are still doing good businesses, but they were only 1 or 2 of them. So this is freight forwarding. Now, what is logistics? Anything requires logistics. When we move एक जगह से दूसरी जगह कोई भी चीज of cargo or movement, that is basically we say cargo नहीं हो, we need to do the logistics for that particular project. So logistics means planning. Anything related to planning can be considered as logistics. And then when particularly you zoom into logistics, is basically moving the cargo from A to B or B to C and C to D. So basically B to B and B to C as customers. So this all was happening from since we are talking about when it started off, But in 2009 and till 2009 अलग-अलग schemes आती रहती हैं freight forwarding में, अलग-अलग cargo की benefits आते रहते हैं. Major benefits are always for exporters from the government side, because obviously to maintain our good positive balance of trade. So the various notifications and the schemes from the government, they keep coming in, and the department of government which brings these schemes is called DGFT. In short, in full form, it is called Director General of Foreign Trade. This is directly under Ministry of Commerce, under the rules and specifications of Indian customs laws. DGFT does this, and DGFT, of course, has for each and every commodity of imports or exports, we know, and because I am sure few of us are already dealing with these kind of commodities. Like Ravinder Mishra ji, you have already handled telecom sector to the helm of the affairs you have handled. Chima Saab has a very great boiler industry. He's from the boiler industry. He's built it up, so he knows what we are talking about. At the same time, so 2009 तक सारी चीजें थी warehousing and bonded warehousing. Warehousing हो गई simple warehousing, bonded warehousing हो गई जिसमें थोड़ी सी ज्यादा facilities दे दी for a normal person storing a cargo in a normal warehouse instead of to just bond it under. उसमें फायदा क्या दे दिया as a buyer कि मेरे को कार्गो आज नहीं चाहिए, मैंने इंपोर्ट किया हुआ, I can put a declaration which is called a bond to the customs and pay my duties and keep my cargo till the time I don't want, so it is secured over there. Or sometimes I don't want to pay the duty, or there is a shortage of funds, the duties are heavy, or I am not got the payments from my customers, so then I can do the bond, keep it under, even for after a few days, few weeks, few months, I get my payments and all that contract is complete, then I can take it out and distribute it or give it to my customer. Now comes a very unique and a beautiful concept called FTWZ, Free Trade Warehousing Zone. I just said bonded warehouse, पहले warehouse, फिर bonded warehouse, फिर आ गया मैं सीधा free trade warehousing zone पे. एक बीच में नंबर 3 पे एक चीज आई थी SEZ, which we all are aware of, Special Economic Zones, SEZs. But SEZs are still there, but at the same time, free trade zones were further improved to give the advantage to the overseas buyers and sellers. So now what is FTWZ? FTWZ is nothing but it is a deemed foreign territory, earmarked a deemed foreign territory inside our own country. So all the rules and regulations of Indian customs law do not and are not applicable inside FTWZ cargoes, which cargoes are lying inside this zone. संजीव जी, आप कुछ बोल रहे हो तो you can unmute and say. Okay. नहीं, I thought मेरे को question था कोई. That we'll do it later. Okay, sorry. So having said that, FTWZ means it is a deemed foreign territory inside our shores of Indian continent, which is for the benefit of the customers. Customers get benefit. Like for example, my customer, let's say LG Electronics, like we deal with LG Electronics. Of course, they import the raw material to make the finished products. So for them, it's import, custom clearance, warehousing only till the time it is required, and then we do the inventory management for that. But now, LG has imported a material, but suddenly realized that wrong material has come in. So, and then they can transfer this material to FTWZ, which is a facility given by the government, but there are private operators to it. Like we are one of them, and we have started our first FTWZ at Chennai, and we are coming up in the next is at Mumbai. This is not like I say that I own this land, I own this piece of land. Nobody owns a piece of land in FTWZ. FTWZ, we can always take it on a long lease because that's given by the Ministry of Commerce. And that's an area which they market to the developer. And developers are very limited. So now what happens, that is a simple FTWZ operations, and then they keep it in FTWZ and they return it or they use it when they want. The biggest advantage of FTWZ, buyer or a foreign seller, for a local buyer and a foreign seller. Like they send the material to India, a raw material. It comes into your free trade zone. For example, you have to manufacture a shirt. An exporter wants to bring something to FTWZ, but at the same time, he doesn't know whether he has this requirement, he has an order or not. So he can bring all the raw material into India, keep it inside India. That means nearer to him, instead of ordering at the time of the order he gets from a buyer. When he gets the order, he can procure this from this warehouse, from this FTWZ, as and whatever quantity he wants. If he has imported as simple as 10,000 buttons and he requires only 2,000 buttons, so he can just pay the duty for 2,000 and let that 8,000 be there, which means you are getting a duty deferment. So duty deferment, duty is a very big component for any importer. For example, if I import something और मेरे को पता है कि इस पे ड्यूटी 1.5 करोड़ रुपया है और मेरे को 1.5 करोड़ रुपया एक आउटले में नहीं देना, but I can use that 1.5 crore rupees in my regular business. So I will take out the material only the quantity that I want. मेरे को 25 लाख ड्यूटी है, मैं 25 लाख के हिसाब से मटेरियल निकालूंगा, उसको यूज करूंगा, उसको बेचूंगा, एंड बाकी का मेरा पड़ा रह सकता है वहां पे. How long we can do this? We can keep our goods. Any importer can keep their goods in FTWZ to the period of 60 months, 5 years, without paying duty. This is a benefit which not many people are aware of, or purposely due to certain reasons, the consumers or certain operators in between, they do not want to convey this to customers because of prolonged payments and delayed processes. But these facilities were given to us by the government in 2009. And just imagine we are in 2020. Still, when I talk to people, many overseas, many regular customers are not very well aware of, even big importers and exporters. Of course, star trading houses, big buying houses, they are aware and they might be using. But this morning, I was talking to one of our members, Inner Circle. Atulji knows him. We all know him very well. Lokesh Parashar, Atulji.
Yeah.
So he was very much delighted to know more about it, and he wants to have one session with his FBA thing, because उनके सब के लिए तो बहुत ज़्यादा valuable है, because they don't know what actually the values are. So what I will do now, I will talk a little bit more. Atulji, if you can just share that few slides, let us have a. So this is our company, which Atul, I really appreciate how you explained it in the WhatsApp yesterday. Adi Trans, it's a very dear to us, and it's a family-owned company, and it is all abbreviated from our family. A are my two sons, Aditya and Arjun. D is me, and E is my wife, Inakshi. So trans is a short form of transportation. So as we said, we are a very typical Punjabis. We are very straightforward. Jo hai wo hai. So these are few verticals which we take forward as our company now. Free trade warehousing zone, CFS, ICDs, which you say CFS is a container freight station, which we use as a term in cargo, and ICD is basically the inland container depots. International freight forwarding, which we have already discussed. I will just zoom into our main area. And this is 3PL, 4PL, bonded, general, and temperature control. These are our verticals. 3PL and 4PL is actually total logistics. Industry experts, they talk about 7PL, but that's just a number. So 4PL and 4PL के बाद एक आता है term reverse logistics. RL कहते हैं उसको, reverse logistics, which is the ultimate. That's nothing beyond it. Multimodal, I will just explain you since we are talking into logistics for the first time here. Multimodal and end-to-end transportation. Multimodal is where we use different combinations of transportation. It could be by road, it could be by rail, it could be by air, it could be by ocean. So, and it could be also by barge, which is they are very prominent in Europe in many countries. Coastal shipping is a new thing which we will see in the next 5 years. This is going to hit and make a beautiful impact to India. And thanks to our current government, NDA government, why they are taking up this in a very strong way, which was already told to India in 1984 during the reign of Mrs. Indira Gandhi by then Prime Minister of Singapore, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. But ultimately, this is happening in very few locations in India, but this is going to be a very, very big business for the next 20-25 years in India to come. Coastal shipping and break bulk. Just to give you an example, what does coastal shipping means here is anything which has to come from Calcutta to Chennai doesn't need to come by road. It will come by the ocean way, through the Indian Ocean. That is small boats. And the same way, our coastline is huge. So basically, this is from Ahmedabad till Haldia port. This is going to be the next in thing. Of course, there are many big players into it, and there are many foreign companies which are looking into for the FDIs into this also. But currently, which is a very good thing, our government is giving a chance initially for domestic players to establish themselves. और हमें पता है डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर में एक ही आजकल काफी बुलंदी पे हैं, वो आएंगे आगे इसमें, वो आ गए हैं, that is Adani साहब.
So, and sorry ji, what is break bulk?
I will tell you, sir. Break bulk is anything which you cannot put inside a container. Like for example, I'll give you, we are doing one break bulk next week, this Saturday, from Andaman, Port Blair, to Krishnapatnam port. Now, what is this break bulk? This is a crane. It's a Escorts Hydra crane. Few cranes went for some project over there for Reliance, and now they have to come back. They were not able to bring it back. So this cannot come inside a container. This cannot come on a normal boat. So this comes on a container ship, and container ship has a specified area wherein you can put in these break bulk cargoes. And then we also have certain specified break bulk vessels who carry only loose cargoes. Like for example, coal. Coal comes in a break bulk. Any major commodities we use break bulk, or any huge project cargoes we use break bulk. Am I clear? We can of course take further questions on this later. So I was just saying coastal shipping, and then of course is on wheels clearance and custom brokerage. This I will go as and when we come. Project cargoes, reverse logistics I've already spoken, and value added services. Value added services we have in the process of FTWZ. I will explain you that when we talk about FTWZ a little bit more, and even during the question hour session. Thank you, sir. Next, please. Atulji, next. Thank you. This is just a aerial view of the complete free trade zone. This is a complete zone. You can see different units. This is only one site which we could capture. This is a picture which we have taken on 28th of January through our thanks to this new technology now, drones. So you see the units which are in the line, 4 units. No, sir, just the 4 units which you are seeing in the line here. This one is our unit which we have leased out in line with the operator over here. So this is where we are operating.
These ones, right?
The second one.
This one.
Yeah, this second one. And likewise, now the second one is almost filling up. So beyond these two units, just to give you an idea, this unit is owned by TVS.
This one.
You just bring your cursor back. Are you able to see my cursor? No.
No, I'm not able to see your cursor.
With your screen sharing, right? इसके पीछे आओ आप थोड़ा सा. ये जो horizontal वाला है, लंबे वाला.
ये?
This one is TVS Logistics.
Okay.
And yeah, this is TVS Logistics, and the land which you are seeing on ahead of it, जो खाली है अभी, this.
ये वाली? या ये वाली?
TVS, हाँ ये वाली.
अच्छा.
This also they have started developing, and they have already given a petition. They have already given a request letter that they want to develop this also for their vehicles, parking and everything, and exports. TVS is doing a lot of exports and using this free trade zone. So like this is one portion of the area which you are seeing. ऐसे इसमें 27 unit holders हैं. Like we are one of the unit holders. And this whole area is the one which is developed is just about 112 acres. But in general, this whole area is about 1500 acres, which will develop in the next 10 years. Sir, next please. This is what is basically the major advantage of a free trade warehousing zone. When we say this is the basic business model. Out of this, we can derive all the combinations. Sir, I think आपका screen ये हटाना पड़ेगा आपको. Yeah, thank you. So this is basically the vendor. Three inventories is basically the whole warehousing concepts run into. One is called VMI, that's vendor management inventory. BMI is buyer management, and SMIs are supplier managed inventories. So basically, all these three things have to go hand in glove, and this is the concept which we are trying to achieve. What exactly the free trade warehousing zone promises us with their features. So we are trying to optimize it to give this to all our customers globally. Now, for example, I will tell you why customer will be interested and who will be interested. There is a customer who are into manufacturing of very high-end plyboards in Germany. It's a German company, and they have suppliers in India, and then they also have suppliers in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and a couple of other countries in Southeast Asia. So what they do, they completely send a lot of shipment, keep it under this warehouse, free trade WZ, and then they have certain processing which is required to be done, which is much cheaper to be done in India as compared to in Europe. So they do the processing on that plywood under their specification. So what they have done, they have opened an office in Pune, and they have their engineers who teach our guys to do it. So then it becomes a value addition services, which we just saw in the last slide called VAS, value addition services. So that value addition services is also giving a boost also to, let us say that we get the raw material and also make in India and then export from India. So that has got a dual benefit out of it. So we are also increasing our job opportunities here, creating more awareness to the people, and also giving a world-class quality stuff to our own markets here, which was missing earlier. Likewise, this whole thing, if you see vendor, who's a vendor? Anybody who is giving a service could be a vendor. Like our company Azadi Trans, we could be a vendor to LG. We are a vendor to LG. We are a vendor to Blue Star. We were a vendor to Blue Star. And buyer is a buyer, whosoever is a buyer, whether in India or in overseas. And suppliers are the actual manufacturers or the indenters who are giving the material. So these three have to go hand in glove. And the one wherein we can make the best convocation of these three is the most successful model of utilizing this FTWZ and also utilizing all the features to optimize on many schemes, money saving schemes for the customers. Next, sir. Okay, you can just go on next. This is later. This I will come. Yeah. So this we have actually discussed: general warehousing, custom bonded, bonded warehousing, public warehousing, temperature control, and warehousing and cold chain. So this is basically basically the three segments that were there. After which the fourth one, which we are already discussing, is a free trade warehousing zone, which has a complete this thing. Sir, one previous. So this is in general what we have discussed about the free trade warehousing zone in general, just to give you a complete bird's eye view of what and how things are happening. This is our future plan. This we have held back a little bit. This is I will share with you. This is a dream. This is a dream that I have, which probably in about next 2 years or 3 years, which we want to achieve as a team. This is basically giving a temperature control warehousing and cold storage facilities only because of a very simple reason that I saw certain challenges in certain small villages and small towns during, and this birth is given by my biking, by my profession, wherein we could see certain accidents on the road. We could see certain ailments in the small villages where even the ambulances in the gullies could not go. Forget about taking the patient to the nearest hospital. There were no hospitals. Personally, it happened with us. A very dear friend of mine, he had a very major accident. He's fine now, but he's just got up off bed after 9 months last Saturday. And we were not very far away from Gurgaon, less than 200 kilometers, but we could not find any medical facility at about 9:45 p.m. on a winter night. And not many people were very sensitive when we knocked the door for some help. So this is something, and just to give you an idea, you all, maybe few of us know it, all the vaccines that we are giving at the time the baby is born, like BCG, tetanus, and all these, which is a course for 2 years, 3 years, and 10 years, you will be surprised to know the BCG vaccine which we are giving in all the Sarkari hospitals, almost 72% of the BCG vaccine is contaminated. It does not harm you, but it doesn't make any effect also, because they are never ever stored the way they are supposed to be stored in certain ambient temperatures. So anyway, this is just hopefully we will be able to do, and very close, a few things are very close to me over here. After doing this social activity, of course, when we get tired, so there is some wines and liqueurs which I want to do, which the project is already on, and we are doing certain wine logistics in Europe now, but at a very small and at a very kind of a pilot project. Sir, I think, yeah, thank you. This is just, and can you just go back on the, sir, can we remove the screen sharing? Okay, the idea was basically I did not wanted to make too many slides because we wanted to always have an interaction and question and hours, and that makes it more understandable, any subject, any topic. But still, why I kept these 3 or 4 slides was only to basically jo dikhta hai wo bikhta hai type. So it is not, my point is not selling only here. My point is sharing, imparting certain elements of knowledge, because this is not a very day in and day out thing that most of us may know. Free trade warehousing zone, SEZ, we may hear it, read it in the newspaper, but here is where we can talk and ask any questions. Now, I think I am basically done, but still, if I was fast or if I was not very clear, please, I'm sitting here for all questions and answers.
Dipankar ji.
Ji Ahuja ji.
Sorry, I missed that part. FT warehouse wala part. How is it different from the earlier one?
Sir, basic difference is, in earlier one, you have to take out the goods from the customs, pay the duty, and then store the goods.
Right.
The second is bonded. In bonded, right, what you have to do, you have to take out the goods from customs, do not pay the duty, pay
Right.
a bond saying that I will pay this duty, but you have to give a time there.
Right.
So then you can keep it in that bonded warehouse and then take it out whenever your time lapses.
Ji.
Now the third becomes is FTWZ, wherein you can bring the goods to FTWZ directly. You don't have to take it inside the customs because you have to declare on a document that your destination is for particular FTWZ.
Okay.
So your document, which we call airway bills or bill of ladings, will have the name of that FTWZ, because all the FTWZs which are in operation, they are given a code by the customs.
Right.
Code has to be there on the face of the document. So directly your goods from the shipping port or an airport are allowed to be transported inside this FTWZ facility, where all FTW facilities are under the control and scanner of customs. There is always a customs office in every free trade zone.
So is it how is it different from bonded? Bonded with the same ही हो गया ना?
I'm coming. So
Okay.
now, once you get into this FTWZ, you keep the goods. You can store your goods in this FTWZ once you're registered with this facility for 5 years. You have a time of 5 years. At the same time, you need not pay the duty. You have a duty deferment scheme. Like, for example, you any commodity, just whatever comes to your mind, just name me any commodity that comes to your mind or which is your business.
Say food. Say cashew nuts. Say.
All right, cashew nuts. So cashew nuts, you have brought in 2 containers of cashew nuts. Let's
Right.
and they are stored in FTWZ. And now you don't have a buyer, but you got a good deal from Dubai, and you say
Right.
you bought cashew nut.
Right.
तो वहां पे कैशू नट लाके रख लिए. उसके बाद आपने अपने सर्कल में बोला यार मेरे पास ना इतना 50 टन का माल पड़ा है. So tomorrow you get a buyer of 20 tons. Day after tomorrow you get for 5 tons. As and when you require, procure it. Then, for example, you procure 5 tons. You tell Dipankar, yaar, I just need. So we will file a document only for 5 tons out of that 50.
Right.
So you will be paying the duty for only that 5 tons. And then you will ask me to courier it to Ludhiana, Calcutta, Assam, wherever. So, and this you can keep doing for this particular 2 containers till 5 years.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then comes second. For example, you want to add certain value add. Like for example, आपने बोला यार 50 टन आ गया, अब 25 को तो मैं salted बनाऊंगा और 25 की मेरी डिमांड प्लेन की है. तो आप सॉल्टेड बनाने के लिए आप वो 25 टन वहां से निकाल सकते हो, उसको प्रोसेस करवा सकते हो उस यूनिट में जहां भी वो यूनिट है. अगर वो ईओयू यूनिट है, लोकल यूनिट है, आप उसको वापस भी ला सकते हो.
Okay.
नाउ द थर्ड थिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने देखा कि यार मेरे 30 टन तो हो गए, अब बाकी के 20 टन इंडिया में नहीं बिक रहे, इसकी मेरे को सडनली डिमांड आ गई सिंगापुर से. So that 20 tons, you can sell it from this FTWZ in Chennai to Singapore. You don't have to do any, it's just a document change and we have to file it for Singapore.
Okay.
So basically it is your customer could be anywhere in the world. You can use this FTWZ as your fulcrum of business and rotate around it. Only thing is people don't make people aware. I have no reason why, but it's a beautiful product for our importers and exporters. And specifically these, if people all start or importers start using FTWZ facilities properly, ये e-commerce की requirements सर बड़ी easy हो जाएंगी यहाँ पे.
My apologies.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the difference between bond and FT. बॉन्ड में भी यही होता है, आपने ला के रख दिया एंड व्हेन यू निकालेंगे आप जब वहां से तब आप ड्यूटी देंगे, राइट? एफटी में भी यही हो गया.
बॉन्ड में आप कब निकालोगे?
Whenever you need it.
No, but you can't. But then you are paying a regular rental there. You are paying a ground rent. You are paying everything. F2WZ, you are saving a lot of rent over there. Secondly, bond you cannot keep it for 5 years.
Yeah, that I agree.
Second, bond will give you a time for 60 days first, and then
Right.
6 months maximum.
Okay.
After 6 months, you will have to take it out.
So the critical thing is the time allowed, right?
And then in bond, if you want to do some value add, you cannot. अगर आपने एक बारी bond cancel कराया तो cancel हो गया, सारा cargo निकालना पड़ेगा. FTW में आप pieces में निकाल सकते हो.
Right. And yeah, I understand.
Yeah, please.
ठीक है, got it.
So if I may put it, bonded warehouse is basically your material in transit, whereas FTWZ, it is stationary. Would it be appropriate to say so?
FTWZ, still you can say my material is in foreign land, but very near to my house.
नहीं, गोदाम में पड़ा ना.
applicable to sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry?
please.
It is
मैंने कहा
applicable
गोदाम
to
में पड़ा.
all product lines, or it is very specific?
Anything, sir, anything. Except high value goods like, of course, wherein we need strong rooms, like yellow metal, like precious stones, gems and jewelries. Artificial, yes, we can.
And how many?
And is there any value that this much consignment has to be there?
No.
Value or
No.
maybe the weight?
No, nothing. No, it's nothing. FTWZ is like a huge warehouse and there is no weight restriction. You want 10 containers, you can bring 10 containers.
Okay.
What is the minimum area required in
Deepankar ji.
शीतल
Deepankar
जी
ji.
एक मिनट रविंदर जी ने शायद पूछा मिनिमम एरिया रिक्वायर्ड
I asked.
I asked. My name is
Okay,
Harsh.
Harsh.
I asked.
Physically where it is located.
Our unit, sir, is located right now. We started off from Chennai because I had visited this place, and this model is very, very beautifully working in Chennai as a pilot project. It started 10 years back, but then I don't know why they didn't pick it up. None of the FTWZ picked it up. But it so happened that I saw Mumbai. I have seen in Delhi there is only one FTWZ. That's also in a very pathetic situation. So Chennai is currently, which is really working very well, and one we have in I don't have it our own, but one we have a facility in Mumbai also. So this is mine is at Chennai, but then we have many more coming up in India now, including Calcutta.
And it is a part of SEZ only?
Which one, sir?
Subset, is it a subset of SEZ?
It is an improvised version of SEZ.
Okay.
SEZ did not had so much of liberties for buyers and sellers. FTZ has completed that basically. That's why that they have attached the name Free Trade Warehousing Zone.
Okay.
SEZ was only special economic zones. उसमें benefits जो थे बड़े कम थे for importers and exporters. And that was majorly SEZs were for manufacturers. FTWZ is even for traders and indenters. Anybody who imports or exports. Harsh ji, आपका question था?
Yeah, so I was just curious to know if your facility is in Sri City or JMD?
GMD.
Okay, it's in GMD. And you have a unit holder status over there?
Yes.
Okay.
I can share with you details one-to-one anytime.
Sure, that is great. Just to appraise you about our company and us, so we are also FTZ developers and operators, and we've launched our FTZ facility in Delhi itself.
Where? By what name?
In Noida, OSV. It's by the name OSV Free Trade Zones, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. We can have something in Noida because we were looking at, but I had a meeting in February, but we will talk about it one-to-one, but then this lockdown happened. We had some requirements in desperately in North India, and we were not getting a good facility.
Sure. We have our facilities in Mumbai, Gujarat, and Noida.
Wonderful, sir. We will touch base. Surely. That's a great thing. Sheetal ji, you were asking something.
Yes, Deepankar ji, I was just thankful for this information because from 3 years I have import-export that IE code, and I got one supplier which is having a flower rose having a 1 year shelf life. So I was in that dilemma when I am having that kind of one container deal. Where can I kept that. So now it will be really easy because this product is very unique. You cannot have a 1 year shelf life rose anywhere, but they had a
Oh,
chemical process.
this is, I think this is a beautiful information for me at least, and I'm sure many of us, that rose
Yes.
becoming, I mean, in my heydays, I could have bought 5 for one Valentine Day and kept it for next year.
Yeah, that is a great idea behind that also.
Just
That's why
joking.
I was also interested in that product. So, but my next question, along with this information, is if we have this kind of very delicate product or the thing we have with us. So you told that the FTWZ is having not that much misconduct in uh, different kind of areas. So how we will be assured that our product will be safe there for 5 years?
First of all, when you're talking about your product rose, are you
Mm-hmm.
talking about a real rose which is perishable?
Yes.
All right. So now you have to only look for the facility which has a temperature control.
Okay.
Right now, I showed you this is my dream project to make it temperature controlled. Right now, we don't have it in Chennai, but if I am able to help you, assist you, who has a FTWZ in temperature control, I will definitely get in touch with you one to one.
Sure, sure. May I have your number, please? So we will be
I will
having.
definitely share with
Yeah.
you. I will definitely share with you.
Can I ask another question also?
Please, ma'am.
Yeah. What will be the rate differentiation between that then? Because if we are keeping something for 5 years, so of course there will be something changes in that plan and money transaction also with government. I hope so.
Except we accept the clause that we do for 5 years. You won't have any changes unless, except there will be a if you export that product out after
Okay.
5 years or within that 5 years or after, let's say, 4.5 years, and there is a huge dollar fluctuation, so that you will have to compensate it to in terms of the government or the customs bylaws, as per the custom bylaw. The rentals and everything will be always having a cushion which will be protecting your time of that 5 years or so, because
Okay.
they are reviewed every year, or every 18 months we review that
Okay.
for the benefit of our customers, so that at least we can give them the mental peace that they don't have to worry of the same things which they had to worry previously during the uh, conventional warehousing times.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anytime, ma'am. Welcome.
Can I ask a question?
Sir.
हाँ, एक तो सबसे पहले आप अपना नंबर शेयर कर दो.
मैं वही डाल रहा हूँ. मैं
So
मैसेज में.
So you are in huge demand today.
Thank you, sir. Courtesy you.
Okay. Pleasure is all mine, sir. So my question is, see, we've seen free trade zones in places like Dubai or entire UAE. Okay, Jebel Ali is among the better known ones. Singapore is living on it. Hong Kong is living on it. Okay. The good piece is these 3 or 4 destinations that I've spoken about, all of them are on trunk routes as far as the surface transport is concerned. India, one disadvantage that we had was that we were never on the trunk routes. Okay. So, so that would probably have been one reason why this never started in India, or it never took off in India. Second piece is, how are what advantages do we have vis-a-vis the UAE setup, and what disadvantages do we have?
Our biggest advantage versus Singapore, Dubai, or even Hong Kong is
528
we have a huge domestic buyer. We have a huge domestic market, which is a very big benefit and a blessing to all of us here in India. I mean, we all know कि 2008-9 का जो global recession आया था, India, we just surfaced it through because of our domestic market. And of course, that was one of the reasons. Second, हमारा disadvantage is only one, sir. We have a beautiful infrastructure. We have a beautiful coastline. We have all the major shipping lines of the world coming to India today. And the best part is, because of again our market, everybody wants to still do and come and do business with India. Disadvantage is the benefit of ease of doing business has to be a little bit more looked into. Like, for example, there is a German company who is wanting to come into, they came into, but they were not able to rotate themselves fast enough. And they did not have patience to follow the red tapeism. Though there was an agent involved, there were few other examples that I have. So in my opinion, we have everything. We just have to be a little bit more faster in learning this rope game from what China did 25 years back. How they make the ease of doing business for a foreign guy. And their only aim was to increase their export. So this, we have to let companies come here, let them make India as a processing base. I'm not saying India will be only a manufacturing base. Let it be a processing base also. Add value and give it off. And export it. And because logically, and we are, again, one of the biggest assets that India has is our climatic conditions. We have 4 seasons: summer, winter, rains, and autumns. In Europe, half of the Europe is always 8 months, 9 months in winter. So our ease of doing business, climatic conditions, and basically the topography of the globe that we are beautifully protected. We have tourism, we have manufacturing, we have labor, we have land. The only thing we want to create is, now just taking the hay from the yesterday's discussion, I am a fond guy for Modi. I'm a fond guy, let me tell you, because of his certain qualities.
Okay.
But
So we are at 2 minutes past 4. Our time is over. We can still continue the conversation for 10 minutes. I hope you know this.
So the thing is, my points are, जो काम कर रहा है ना उसको करने दो. हाँ ठीक है, कहाँ पे घूस नहीं चलती सर, हर पूरी दुनिया में चलती है. Singapore is supposed to be the most best, cleanest nation in the world, but they also pay and they also take, but they take it at a top level. They take it at a country's level. They take it for the country. But at the same time, China में when I was working in my previous organization, we opened a company. 50,000 RMB हमें पहले बोल दिया था कि 50,000 RMB रिश्वत है, देसी बंदे ने बोला था. तो 50,000 RMB हमने दिए, and we had to program it into our cost, and हमारे को रसीद मिली. So that was one of the very beautiful experience, that you are paying a kickback and you are also getting a receipt for it, and because you are legally paid. सारे काम हो गए, and 7 days our office was up and running. I told you a couple of days back, as a lockdown benefits, as we are saying that we will have to learn to live with this term lockdown, and very soon it will just become a dictionary word. We opened our office in lockdown just because of too much of thinking what to do and what not to do. I said, let's open and let's see. So today, our office, we have employed one guy, or rather not employed, we have made him as a co-founder. Co-founder ban. My ex-colleague from my ex-company. So today we have a Adi Trans.
और जगह खाली है क्या co-founder की?
हाँ है ना.
ठीक है, बता देना. औरत बंदे हैं.
MD की खाली है सर.
ठीक है जी.
So I mean, I am saying these are the pluses and these are the minuses. Minus is not big. हमारे pluses ज़्यादा हैं. We have to encash.
Fantastic जी.
Dipankar ji, Atul ji, last question.
जी.
Yes ma'am, Sheetal ji, आपका आवाज break हो रहा है.
Yeah. So is it for import purpose only?
No ma'am, both import, export, both.
Wow, great. Thank you.
Everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's basically, just to give you Sheetal ji and I little bit more clear picture, it was made for export and then import was introduced later into it, and now importers are using it more than exporters.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dipankar sir, how it is
more cost effective if we buy a warehouse of 3 lakh square feet to stock the material, or we stock the material at your place and only bring the material when it is required?
सर लैंड कॉस्ट के मुताबिक तो रेंट का कोई कंपैरिजन ही नहीं आज की डेट में. And if you are talking about buying एक 1 acre, let's say minimum about 1 lakh square feet of area or 50,000 square feet of area you want.
Yeah.
How much 50,000 square feet of area you would be spending in that area to buy that piece of land? So basically, let's say you get a cheap land for let's say 5 CR. आपने 5 करोड़, तो बट ये 5 करोड़ आप लैंड में लगा रहे हो, unless and until it is in a really good area. Otherwise you can use that money for business.
हमारा 2 लाख स्क्वायर फीट का वेयर हाउस है, ठीक है.
हाँ.
उसपे हम समझ लो 2 लाख का हम रेंट भर रहे हैं, ठीक है.
ओके.
हम अपना 20 करोड़ का मटेरियल इंडिया में लेके आ रहे हैं. उसमें हमको एक्साइज भरनी पड़ रही है. आपके केस में क्या है, मैं अपना एक्साइज नहीं भर रहा हूँ, पर मैं वही सपोज करो 15 करोड़ का मटेरियल आपके यहाँ पे रख दूं. So how, whether it will be cost effective keeping the material at your place, because I need not have to pay for the excise upfront or maybe the GST upfront.
आपको कुछ भी upfront नहीं देना पड़ेगा, आपको सिर्फ एक डॉक्यूमेंट फाइल करना पड़ेगा saying that this is your material and you have imported it for whatever purpose that you have, and keep it there, and you have the whole things to take.
And how much time it takes to get the material from your place
to where? Which location?
To Chennai only.
Chennai to Chennai?
Yeah.
Next day.
The paperwork are fast.
Paperwork is 1 full day. We do it as a process. We will take all the programming from you, that you require this material, when you require this material, then this material, then, and we'll make a table for you. And it will be.
So I think both of you can have a one-on-one conversation on this.
Yeah, I have said, Saurabh, I have given my number also. You can please save that as well.
Number, I see your email ID.
Chat में दिया मैंने.
Chat में email ID दिख रहा है.
भाई मैं नंबर शेयर कर दूंगा, आप दोनों इनर सर्कल में हो, मिल जाना.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है.
एको हो रही है, तुल क्या है आपके पास?
मेरी नहीं आवाज हो रही. ये नीलम और सौरभ जो इन दोनों में झगड़ा हुआ है और दोनों अपने अपने फोन पे जो है लॉगिन हुए हैं.
अच्छा, ओके. No comment. हाँ जी. This is not covered in FTWZ, so I will not comment.
बल्कि कोल्ड वॉर कवर्ड, कोल्ड चेन कवर्ड है, कोल्ड वॉर कवर्ड नहीं है.
इसके लिए शीतल डोंगरे जी हेल्प कर सकते हैं, उनके पास गुलाब के फूल हैं.
Yes.
ठीक है. All right. So thanks a lot. It was an awesome session. Thanks Dipankar for taking time out. I know you traveled in so that you could be here in time. So thanks a lot. The conversation was great. So tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll talk about Wealthy Wednesday. We should have.
It was a very good session. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So
and
we should have
all the questions anytime.
Sorry, somebody saying something?
Ramesh ji.
Very informative. And
yeah.
Really we didn't know, honestly speaking, I didn't know at all about this, that such facility is there.
सर आप चेयरमैन सर ऊपर बैठते थे, काम तो मजदूर लोग करते हैं सर.
आप कल अर्थ हो गया तो मैं तो आप
सर हम तो देखो ये जब नीचे करते हैं ना, बटन अपने आप फोल्ड होके ऊपर आ जाती है, आदत ही नहीं है.
सर वो आपकी गलती नहीं है सर वो गलती कि आप खालसा कॉलेज से हो. and day after tomorrow our speaker is going to be Mr. G.S. Ahuja. He will be talking about dealing with money, and what he'll be talking about he knows. मैं कल उनसे पूछ लूँगा. ठीक है जी. All right. See you. Take care. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Live session. Yeah.
अतुल जी.
हाँ जी.
अतुल जी.
हाँ जी. हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
वो शीतल डोंगरे का सही नंबर देने को बोलो जरा.
शीतल डोंगरे अपना सही नंबर दो. सुधा जी आपको रीच आउट करने को कोशिश कर रही हैं. आप
वो
उनको
बराबर
झींगा भी नहीं
है।
दे रही हैं और मछली भी नहीं दे रही हैं और फोन भी नहीं दे रही है, ये सही नहीं है।
डेफिनेटली मैं उनको कॉल करती हूँ, मेरे पास उनका नंबर है।
हाँ प्लीज।
दोनों नंबर है
ओके,
क्या? मेरा कॉल नंबर अलग है, व्हाट्सएप अलग है, कंफ्यूज मत
आप
हो।
व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे है ना अतुल जी के?
अरे
नहीं,
हाँ
व्हाट्सएप
हाँ
ग्रुप पे अभी नहीं है। अच्छा,
ओके,
सुधा, so a very warm welcome to Sudha ji. She has joined us as a basic subscriber. So thank you, Sudha ji.
अच्छा अच्छा, व्हाट्सएप में ऐड कीजिए।
मेरे को व्हाट्सएप वाला नंबर दीजिए, ठीक है?
98
मैं, हाँ जी,
9867
67
14
14
5311।
5311।
हाँ
ओके,
ओके,
फैंटास्टिक। हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल ऐड करता हूँ। अभी 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 अता, हाँ, अता करनार भी। ओके, बाय, सी यू, टेक केयर, गॉड ब्लेस।
Thank you
थैंक यू,
everybody.
बाय।
Thank you everybody.